Hi, my name is Anil Jaising. I'm an Agile coach and trainer, and I teach Scrum, product management, and DevOps. And today, I'd like to share with you the four attributes of an effective Scrum Master. As I take you through this journey, I'd like you to go grab a BMW. A BMW stands for blank material for writing. So go grab a BMW and a pen. If you like to pause this video to go grab this material now, feel free to do so. When you have your BMW, go ahead and fold it in half. And then fold it one more time. When you open it up, you will notice that you have four cells. On the top of each one of these cells, I'd like you to title that cell with the words teaching, mentoring, facilitation, and coaching. Teaching, mentoring, facilitation, and coaching. Under teaching, I'd like you to write down that teaching is sharing knowledge. Now, whenever I teach my Scrum Master class, I am teaching by using the knowledge that I've gained from the Scrum Guide and teaching by the book. I'm sharing my knowledge, and that is teaching. Mentoring, on the other hand, is sharing experiences. Now, after my class, many of my students, be it a Scrum Master class or a Product Owner class, would like to learn from my experiences as they are going through a challenge in their organization, potentially interviewing for a new role or improving their role or career progression in their current role. And in order to do that, they set up time and we do a one-on-one mentoring where I'm sharing experiences with them, and using those experiences, they connect with the challenge they have and address the challenge in an effective manner. Now, here I'm mentoring my mentees so that they can be effective in the work that they do. Now, both in teaching and mentoring, you're not a third party. So I'm sharing, I am providing some information, whether it be knowledge or experience. I'm not a third party. Facilitation, though, is different. Facilitation is helping make group decisions easy. That's really what facilitation is. As a facilitator, you're a third party that brings groups together and helps them diverge ideas, come up with new ideas, and they go off and diverge, and then eventually converge and make decisions by using facilitation techniques. You can have them come to a decision, and that decision can help the group and if eventually your team and your organization. And that's what facilitation is all about. There's a great book on this topic by Sam Kainer. It's called The Facilitator's Guide to Participatory Decision Making. I'm going to be sharing a link of this book on the bottom in the comment section. Now, finally, coaching. Coaching is changing behavior. The coach, in this case, again, is a third party. He or she really focuses on actively listening to the coachee and then asking powerful questions. Powerful questions start with a what, why, or and how. Those kinds of questions you cannot really answer with a yes or no. You really have to dig deep within yourself to answer those questions and come up with your own answer. And that's the whole idea of being a third party. The coach doesn't tell you the answer or share an idea or share an answer, but he or she guides you using powerful questions to your answer, the answer you can come up with as a coachee. And that's the whole idea of coaching. I was presenting at the Agile Alliance Conference. So Agile Alliance Conference is 200 people. I've presented in smaller groups, but presenting in such a large audience was scary for me. And I was doing so, and my proposal got accepted. And with all my great material, I landed in San Diego to the Agile conference. Now, all during this time while the conference is going on and my presentation hasn't started, I was rehearsing day and night. And one time, as I was rehearsing next to the pool in the hotel, um, I met someone who just walked by. She was Lisa Atkins. And Lisa Atkins stops by and says, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm rehearsing for my presentation tomorrow." "Well, why are you still rehearsing? Don't you know your materials already?" I said, "Yes, I do, but I'm really nervous. I've got such a big audience and I'm not really sure whether I'll be able to stand and present very well in this particular scenario." She's like, "Well, why are you doing this?" And I said, "Well, I have this story that I would like to tell where I stumbled and failed and learned from it, and I wanted to share that with everybody." "Well, why do you want to tell this story? How does it help the audience?" So I want to share this story because I believe that by listening to the story, it will ensure that my audience doesn't fail or stumble, and they go ahead and address this problem that I'm sharing in a very effective manner. "Well, why are you doing that?" "Well, because I want to bring joy to teams so that teams feel really that they would want to continue working in a fantastic environment." So "That's great," Lisa said. "Go ahead and write in big letters, 'Bring joy to teams' on a big flip chart. And then put that flip chart where in the hall where you're presenting. Go ahead and put that close to where you can see it. And anytime you're nervous, go and look at that. That's your why. And by looking at your why, you're not going to be nervous and you're going to be able to help your teams and your audience and bring joy to them." And that's exactly what I did. And it completely changed my behavior. After that, I have been using that trick to help me never be nervous and really help many of my teams, learners, audiences everywhere, all around the world with stories that I can share with them so that I can bring joy to them. Now, I just shared with you 4 hats of a Scrum Master. If you like this video, I like to also invite you to scan this QR code and go to my website www.conceptsandbeyond.com and continue to watch videos and read articles that I have written on Scrum, product management, and DevOps. See you next time.